Now, the Ministry of Interior says the search and rescue of survivors within Shakahola forest will now be extended to the Tsavo National Park. The Interior Ministry says the decision has been arrived at after detectives trailing graves and those on a rescue mission were led to the edges of the park. And as Stephen Letoo reports, the Senate ad hoc Committee on Proliferation of Religious Organizations today visited Shakahola and came face to face with the horrors there.
A month into the worst massacre in Kenya's history, the search and rescue of survivors within Shakahola Forest and the Chakama Ranch in Kilifi County will continue uninterrupted, according to the multi-agency team leading the operation. The Ministry of Interior has, however, expanded the scope and announced that the search for more graves and the rescue of survivors will be extended to the Tsavo National Park as the death toll continues to climb. The decision to widen the scope into the Tsavo National Park was arrived at after the search and rescue teams were led to the edges of the park. The Interior Ministry says more drones will be deployed in the Tsavo National Park search mission to intensify the search. The Senate ad hoc Committee on Proliferation of Religious Organizations, led by Tana River Senator Dansan Mungatana, visited the Shakahola cult crime scene. They came face to face with the horrors that have hit headlines within and without the country. The team has recommended additional personnel to join the search and rescue teams.
I've also visited a mass grave that we have reliably been informed was carrying about 67 people who have been exhumed, and that particular place was called Bethlehem. So we have been able to visit Bethlehem, which had a mass grave, and we were able to visit Galilea, which was the place where Mr. Mackenzie was having his headquarters.
And I think that it would be important that if there could be more additional rescue teams, that could also be able to improve and help this team that is very dedicated and is working here very well. That's maybe another just lapse. But any other technological capabilities, we have actually been able to see that the team that is here is well capable.
We are happy to know they also have a counseling team. The biggest request that is also needed that we've noted is an immediate setup of the police station.
So far, the death toll stands at 235, with only the search for graves and exhumation of the victims of the Shakahola massacre remaining suspended to allow for logistical arrangements for the second phase of post-mortem examination of the additional 123 bodies recovered in Phase 2 of the exhumation exercise. Phase 2 of the post-mortem exercise will commence on Wednesday next week at the Malindi Sub-County Hospital, with the grave search and exhumation set to resume on conclusion of the exercise. Stephen Letoo, Citizen TV, Nairobi.